In our market, when you think of bakkie-based SUVs, your mind automatically thinks of the popular options such as the Toyota Fortuner and the Ford Everest. But one vehicle that is easily forgotten is the Isuzu MU-X. And with vehicle pricing being astronomical of late, Isuzu has updated the MU-X range and they've introduced an entry-level variant. Could this be the best value for money car in its segment? Let's find out. The visual changes on the updated MU-X are very subtle, but if you look very closely, you'll notice that the grille has been updated, the fog light bezels have also been updated, and the taillight surrounds are also quite new. But what I particularly like about this car is that it is the lowest spec grade, so as a result, you've got 18-inch wheels with chunkier rubber, and that generally works much better in an environment such as this. On the inside, the changes are also still very subtle, but Isuzu has updated the interior trim on the dashboard and on the side panels of the car. This LS spec does also get electric seats and park distance control on the front and the rear of the car. What I do like about this cabin, however, is that it's built well, but it doesn't feel too fancy. And I think that's an advantage because nowadays, the bakkie-based SUVs that are very popular are very fancy. And I'm not sure if you'd want to get those interiors very dirty. Whereas this car feels like a vehicle that is ready to work and a vehicle that you wouldn't be afraid to get a bit of dust and mud in. So the biggest talking point in this entry-level MU-X is the engine. It uses the same 1.9 diesel turbocharged engine that you get in the D-Max, and it produces 110 kilowatts and 350 Newton meters. And to me, the power is decent. For everyday driving, it meets all your needs. The only thing about the MU-X is that compared to its rivals, it now feels very different. Where everybody has gone quite luxurious in terms of the feel of their vehicles, the Isuzu MU-X still feels quite heavy in terms of steering, and it feels quite utilitarian as a whole. And because it feels like this, you don't really feel bad really going about and really putting this car through its paces, off-road, on-road, climbing mountains, and doing a whole lot of adventurous stuff. This feels like the kind of SUV that your dad and your grandfather would love. An SUV that you know you can put a lot of pressure on and it won't let you down. Even the gearbox in this vehicle feels quite old school. It uses a conventional 6-speed automatic, but again, it doesn't let you down. Each time you want to accelerate, if I give it a slight nudge, the gear that I want is there and I've got all the torque that I need to get going. In terms of comfort, I feel a new age consumer would rather opt for the more fancier derivatives or options out there, because with this car, you can feel all the bumps, you can really feel that ladder frame chassis at work. Despite it using multi-link suspension at the rear, it is still rather firm. It just feels like I'm driving a closed-off bakkie, which is essentially what this car is. The benefits of having the 1.9 diesel in this car is of course fuel economy. Isuzu says that this vehicle will average 7 liters per 100, and I'm currently sitting at 7.7 liters, which isn't bad at all. But the biggest draw card has got to be the pricing. This 1.9 diesel starts at 722,000 Rand, which in today's money is quite affordable considering that many vehicles in this segment are very close to the R1,000,000 mark. For me, this MU-X serves as a good reminder to know that there are other options out there. Options that might not give you all the outside and interior frills, but options that you can rely on. Because in South Africa, Isuzu is a brand that is well known for its long-lasting vehicles. So if you want to buy an SUV that you're going to keep forever, this might just be it. And it also doesn't break the bank.